It's always great to see you. And I know CompTIA is always about educating the community and making sure that people are kind of always aware and taking the appropriate set of the actions to keep their organization and their customers secure. So what are some of the threats which you have seen kind of like, coming towards the industry right now? So I'd love you to talk about it.
Yeah, so thank you again for having me at this another event, right? I think we saw each other last year. The vulnerabilities that we're really seeing today that I think are going to be more challenging for the community are going to be around API, right? APIs today, they come in all various shapes and sizes, and in a lot of cases, it's a set and forget. So once you set it up, you typically forget about who set it up, how it was set up, the permissions set that was used in order to connect, and that too becomes problematic, right? Because we exchange the keys one time, and then it's always on. So it's another potential attack vector for threat actors to exploit, to be able to get into your environment. Because again, in most cases, technology has vulnerabilities in and of itself that haven't been found yet, right? Or haven't been discovered by the vendor.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So making sure that MSPs can actually put a wrapper around some of those things, especially from an API perspective, right? Will help them better prepare to avoid potential horrible, terrible, bad day from happening. And again, if they're not documenting the API and how they put it together inside of their environment, the types of information that's traversing that API, then they should really work on documenting that process all over again. Even if it means you gotta kind of break it and reconfigure it to ensure that you have least privilege, least functionality, to help the organization understand, and then make sure that it's documented, because attrition happens inside of the community, inside of the MSP. Lose sight of it, and then you don't know how it was configured. The permissions that were used to configure it, the data that it has the capability of accessing, or the systems that it has the capability of accessing within your environment.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point you brought up, that hey, you want to make sure you are giving the access through the API what it's supposed to be, not anything beyond that.
Not anything beyond that, that's right.
And then also you want to make sure that you have some sort of the behavioral modeling or something on top of that, so that hey, if it goes beyond certain things, you do not let it not only get exposed, but crash and burn complete kind of like environment altogether. So
right, absolutely.
That's a really great point. And thanks Wayne. It was really great to hear that. And I know the CISA has been putting out a lot of information about it, that how people should be so far careful, because we all moved into the API-based integration of the multiple systems, but how to make sure that those API does not get access to what they are supposed to be, and kind of pretty much have a whole ecosystem exposed, not only an organization, but a whole ecosystem.
Right, yeah, CISA and the Joint Cyber Defense Collaborative effort inside of CISA and FBI, they're working on a Secure by Design pledge for vendors who offer technology, application services, etc., to make sure that better coding practices are going into the products overall. And today, what is today? May 2nd, May 2nd, they just released an alert on directory traversal, right, around Secure by Design. So, it is something that the vendors have a stake in here, especially when it comes to API. Early on when APIs first came out, they required root access, right, or admin kind of access. And today, you shouldn't even be doing API connectivity with admin access, because you just never know what what else, or the flaws in that other end system, how they can get in, and now you've just exposed everything.
Whole organizations.
Right, exactly.
Thank you. Wayne, it's always great to meet you.
Always great to run into you guys at a conference for sure. Thanks again for having me.
Thank you.